Here we have a childlike painting of Jerusalem at dawn with the moon setting in the west. And this is a ruin actually in Har Homa, in the archaeological park of Har Homa, where I live. And these are children playing in the park. This painting, originally I meant it to be Mount Moriah, where the Temple Mount has the Golden Dome. But I've done it in a transparency, so that the Golden Dome, in a mystical way, is being replaced by the Jerusalem that's going to be descended from heaven. And here is the Homa, the wall around the city, and the little trees that we have on desert mountains, and the plants that grow on desert mountains. People have seen it differently, and in this exhibit it's called Shake the Dust Off, Arise. And what it does mean, what I did mean it to be, is a kind of awakening for us, that we're living in this time, we obey the laws of the land, thank God, but we can hope that we will have our separate nation. We can hope. God willing. This is a painting of King David at the temple of his son, King Solomon's temple. Because time in paintings, what's the difference? You know, it's not a historic novel, it's not a historic book. This is the pillar of Boaz, and this is, as it historically is supposed to have been braided like a challah, and of course carved, braided like a challah. And here is the lion under it, the eye of the lion, the tongue, the mouth, the head, the ear, and the paw in color, even though it's supposed to be marble. And King David's hand, very strong hand on it. And here's a man on a donkey going into the old city. I kind of hope for them that it's the Mashiach. This happened by accident. This was an accidental touch, a thing of the brush that happened that I noticed looked like a man on a donkey riding in. Then I left it, and the Israeli flag is here because time is not, it's before and after and future and binyanim of now, buildings of now. And to our wonderful Evelyn Haies, who gave me this hall, she saw it as King David in Gaza, so that's what we named it. King David in Gaza, after that wonderful mosaic that was found. 6th century mosaic. Okay, this painting, I have angels over the city. Here's the city being built. It's not quite finished. Some of the buildings are, you can see the structure, and on the bottom here are the buildings in blue and white. Blue and white, not accidental, our colors on our flag. And here's a very colorful sky filled with angels. Here's an angel in a long skirt, and another angel, and another angel, many of them. I don't know if they're blessing or dancing, but they're protecting us. This painting Notice the Israeli flags below. And the moon. And the truth is that this is based upon a drawing. I did this painting from a drawing that I did of the Cathedral of Mallorca in Spain, where my family had been living for a while. The rose window in the cathedral, from outside, is a Magan David, is a Jewish star. Great big rose window Jewish star. And just last week, a great rabbi in Bnei Brak passed a new ruling that the Jews who have been hiding for hundreds of years, who live in Mallorca and have been marrying only Jews, are welcome as Jews, without mikvah, without any training in Israel. Just last week, and we hung the painting 2 weeks ago, and I pray that somehow my prayer for them was answered. This was one of my first paintings that I did in Har Homa, and as I looked out the window in the morning, as the sun was rising, which I now see looks, if you include, I meant this to be the sun, but as I saw the other day, this part, it becomes an animal, a kind of animal watching over the land, some kind of ancient, I don't know cloud. But what did happen, and what I did copy from nature, was that Sorbacher, the Arab village down below because I live high up, the mountain that is out there, which is the Arab village, had a very large shadow all around it, and the sun was hitting one central area that was a Magen David, that was a Jewish star. So I put it in light, and here we have a painting in which the clouds are already being blown by the wind, and we lost what we saw. What we saw a minute ago was possibly, I don't remember, it was possibly a shin, and maybe this was this way and it was, I don't know, a nun, or a gimel, I'm not sure. And if this had, maybe this was a kaf. In any case, it wasn't. Just when I painted it, it looked a little bit like letters, like Hebrew letters. So we've called it password, because we lost the secret. And here we have more yelim, more gazelles, ibixes, and the emerald land. Here's another ibix. Somewhere it's mentioned that Nadav, somewhere in Torah it's mentioned that Nadav, that the land became like emerald. And that is why I still have the painting, because I love that quotation, and I didn't show it to people. I still have it. And now the last painting, we have a painting of sheep early in the morning in the landscape. It's still too early for the earth to look red. The sun is rising, but the sheep look bluish from the night. It's possible that I took time painting the blue, and the sun wasn't up yet. And then by the time I got to that area of the painting, the sun was that high, because that looks like a little bit after the red. And maybe it was a little red here, and the sun was a little lower. Anyway, it's the country with sheep. So thank you very much for looking at my exhibit, and you're all welcome to see it at Kever Rachel Complex.